Hello, good afternoon, good evening, good morning. Hi, Kaylee, how are you? Hi, Dana. Hi, Becca. I did change. Yes, I had to go out actually this afternoon. Hi, Suzette. Hi, Tori. Hi, Jill. Oui, ça va très bien. But my Jimmy has been sick, and so I've had to do what I can for him today. I went out and I got him some bone broth. He doesn't want to eat or drink. He's recovering from a massive hairball incident. Hi, Kat. Hi, Gail. Hi, Kelly. Hi, Light. Hi, Fred. How are you? Hi, Melissa. Oh, thank you. Hi, Kurt. Yeah, and this has been tough. So yesterday I thought maybe he's just a little under the weather. No, he was very sick. Very sick. He was throwing up, a lot of bile. I saw that there was a fur ball. I think that's what started it all. And he was throwing up for most of the day yesterday. He stopped around 7 p.m. last night, and I slept on the couch with him. Remember, like I did at the beginning of the year. Hi, Denise. And this morning, he's much better. His face isn't as poofy anymore. He's not drooling. He's in recovery mode, but he's not hungry enough yet. And I am worried about his hydration because I can't guarantee that he hasn't drank. I don't know if he has or hasn't. So I went to the store today and I got like a syringe and I got some bone broth because I think that's going to help him. Yeah, poor Jimmy, Katie. I know. I will give him cuddles for you. Thank you. Hi, MZ. How are you? Hi, Kara. How are you? So yeah, that's what I've been dealing with. This is now the second time with Jimmy since, I don't know, the end of April, like a hairball issue. He's never had these issues before. So I don't know. I've got to be careful with him. Bonjour, Mathieu. You're in Finland. Nice. I'm in Toronto, Canada. Thanks. Cuddles for me too. I appreciate it. Oh, the worries we have, for our lovely fur babies. Hi, Tamara. How are you? So I'm doing the best I can with him. He must have something, Gail, but it seems to be that I think the shedding season right now is really heavy. Now, he's never had this issue before, but it seems to me like the shedding has been extreme lately. And so I'm thinking that's what it is. So maybe I have to brush him more, you know? But I was just with Pandy at the vet on Saturday. I'm really annoyed, actually. Not to get into it, I don't have much time. I'm kind of annoyed because I paid $240 for an exam, $95 for the exam, 100 and I don't even know what it was, 140 something for the blood work, just for the T4, just for her thyroid, okay? They wanted $280 to do a full panel. It's a whole other story. Anyway, so I just spent $240. Hi, Jen. And they called to give me the results today, and they're like, her results are normal, but on the low side. And we think you should come back in 3 months and do another test. But just remember when you come back, not to give her a pill for 4 to 6 hours before her blood work. Nobody told me that for this test. Nobody told me. Hi, Jen. Nobody told me. So guess what that means? $180 now in 3 months, which they just say, sorry, our apologies that we didn't tell you this before the test. Not one word did they say about when to take her pill before this test. Not any preparation, nothing, just bring her in. So I spent $240 on Saturday. Now it'll be another $180 the next time I take her in 3 months. Jimmy, if I were to take Jimmy in today, okay, today, it would cost me $400. And I love my babies, you know that. I would do anything for them. But this is like unbelievable. Yeah, it's not cool at all. Not at all. I'm very annoyed. Yeah, there's no money in healthy pets. I hear you. Oh, thanks, Matt. I appreciate you being here. I'm not on very long. I have to leave in a few minutes because I have a session, but Yeah, I'm just really frustrated with this. So that's why, no, Jimmy's not eating. But he's better overall. You can tell he's not drooling. His face isn't puffy anymore. He's not in any distress. Not that he was in any distress. He wasn't, heavy breathing or anything like that. He's been calm the entire time. Oh, I appreciate it. Hi, Mish. Oh, I'm just venting about taking cats to the vet and Jimmy's not well. Hi, Tanis. How are you? So yeah, Jimmy is better than he was yesterday, but I don't know if he's fully drinking any water because I've been working, right? So I haven't seen whether he's gone to the water bowl. So just to be safe, I went to the pet food store and I picked up some chicken bone broth and a syringe. And so I've given him 3 teaspoons of chicken bone broth. And hopefully this will stimulate something in his appetite and his stomach and help heal even more. But anyways, enough about me. Tell me, everybody, what's your word of the day? What's your word of the day? How are you feeling? How are you doing? I feel like it's been a lot of running around, a lot of interesting energy today for sure. You feel tired? Yeah, I hear you. Yeah, there is like you can buy furball like paste. I've used that before with Gretchen years ago, and maybe I'll have to get that again. I can get it on Amazon. Last night, both your ears were ringing. Interesting. You feel exhausted? Yeah. Hi, Raven. Oh, thanks, Light. I appreciate it. My little Jim. You're waiting for pain meds, so not in pain. Oh, in the car with your mom. Say hi to your mom. Yeah. The furball stuff I can buy on Amazon, and I probably will. But I need Jimmy to actually like eat and drink some water now. That would be great. Hi, Ella. How are you? So let's get into the reading. Like I said, I've got maybe 25 minutes at the most. Let's see what we need to know today. What is the vibe? Good. I'm glad to hear that, Chelsea. Becoming open to receiving big shifts. Yes. Hi, Gina. I'm on speaker. She said, hi, Kelly. Hi. Tanis, okay, you poked the bear? Okay. It's the other way around, Tanis. They're going to have to find out when you get home. Oh, and also I broke my nail, which was like, you just get your nails done, and I broke my nail. I had to go out and get it fixed today as well. That was a whole other thing. Mish, you Virgos. Wonder how many major arcana? I mean, Becca, how many have come out today already, right? Okay, the current energy today is, well, there's the first major arcana, Judgment. There's like an announcement, there's a transformation, there's news, clarity, there's something. There's something. So let's see what else we need to know. Hi, Anu, how are you? The loons, interesting. Deeply committed, an uncommon bond. But it does say manifest your deepest desires. I mean, this could be relationship. This could be about manifesting something for yourself. Are you committed to it? Let's see. Yeah, Judgment. It's a wake-up call. Transformation time. Absolutely. Sending you love, Tanis. Stay strong. Stay strong. Potential or challenges the devil card. Restrictions, addictions, and codependency. There's the second major arcana, Becca. So we'll see what happens. Hi, Ronnie. Hi, Sarah. How are you? Hi, Daniel. You don't understand the need to take cats to the vet unless they're physically injured when they had survived the wilderness. Yeah, it's a good question. I mean, listen, there's so many different reasons why someone may or may not take a cat to the vet, but I understand what you're saying. You know? Hi, Kristen. How are you? All right, let's see what else we need to know. So that devil card, oh, this card went flying. What is it? Ah, the process of arrival. We're in the process of breaking the chains. I mean, it doesn't happen overnight, right? So let's see if we can beat your 7 today. We'll find out, Becca. Out of 10, we'll find out, right? So far, we've got 2. We do. I agree. More holistic medicine would be great, Mish, for sure. But they know that the cats are like your children. They're like your family, right? So, oh, thank you so much, Sarah, for your kind words. I really appreciate that. I meant to write you back on your comment. It means a lot to me. I'm really glad that it resonated with you and that you're writing your book. That's important. So I'm from New Zealand? No, I'm from Toronto, Canada. That's how they get you, Mish. That's how they get you. Of course. So let's see. What should we focus on today? The moon. Becca, look at Major Arcana number 3. So we got to focus on purging, surrendering, letting go, trusting our intuition. Thank you, Nina. You're very kind. And the magnifying glass. There's that clarity. You're going to get some more info or clarity. Some important details are going to come through. So let's see. What else do we need to know? Okay, recent past, recent past. Okay, no major arcana this time, but the 7 of Wands. Are you on the offensive or are you on the defensive? This is an energy, thank you, Jen. This is an energy that basically says, are you standing up? Are you speaking up? Or are you in self-preservation mode? Okay. So let's see what else we need to know here. That's right, speak your truth, 100%. There's the Stork card, which is about transformation, but it's also restlessness, right? As in, the energy as of late has been very restless, almost avoidant in some ways, you know, where it's like we know something is shifting, but we don't know what the next shift is, and we're afraid of maybe what that could be, right? That's right, use that throat chakra. I haven't done the chakra reading yet. I'll film it later on. We'll see what comes through. Hi, Tracy, how are you? Can you be with the same person and be in the new? Raven, my advice would be on that is that two people really have to be on the same page. And I probably wouldn't worry about what someone else is doing. I would worry about what you're doing. It's either somebody is going to rise to the occasion and be with you or they're not. And I'm not saying this is better than or less than, but it's like the person more than likely is doing this, like coming in and out, right? And then you're allowing this behavior. If you stop allowing the behavior and worrying about fixing them or where they're at on their journey, you'll ascend, and either they're going to rise to the occasion or they're not, right? Either way, you're the winner. But the more you allow the behavior, the more it gets in your way, right? Oh, is it up front? Okay, I'm going to make a wish. Thank you. Yeah, the cake analogy, Mish, exactly. Hi, Sarah. So it's a tough one. I totally understand, you know? We want people to heal. We want to believe that they're going to do the work. The problem is that when you wait for them to do it, you end up waiting, you know? So let's take a look at the strength position. Ah, somebody's got a broken heart. So it's hard, right? But I want to make a point is that this card, what I like about it, the imagery anyways, is the fact that there's like a breakthrough in the clouds. Yes, there's stormy clouds in the back, but there is this element of like white light coming through. There can be healing, you know? Hi, VJ. There can be healing. So 3 of Swords isn't always necessarily a bad thing. We have to process the broken heart. If we avoid processing the emotions, then we're gonna get resistance, right? We have to go through it. We have to feel it in order to heal it, as cheesy as that sounds, right? So with that, we have here the snake card. Now the snake can be about deception. Maybe somebody feels like somebody lied to them, or, you know, they obviously did things that were not very nice. Insert blank, obviously. But it can mean counterproductive, like something that was sort of like going against the growth. You know, it's almost like we hurt ourselves sometimes when we allow this behavior. You know, fool me once, okay, shame on you. Fool me twice, shame on me. You know what I mean? So it's one of those things. It's one of those things, you know? Yes, Tamara, I did. And I hope everything worked out okay. I hope everything worked out okay. Take care, Mish. Have a wonderful rest of your day. Take care, Sarah. Okay, so the near future is the Empress. So there is another major arcana, Becca, that we were talking about. The Empress is about birthing a whole new cycle. It's doing what you're passionate about. It's about being creative. right? And it's almost like there's this worry about what's next, you know? That's that worry, the anxiety, that stress that's in the air right now. I think a lot of people are really going through it at the moment. And we just have to hope that everything works out. Yeah, that's 4 already, Becca. Absolutely. Bye, Jill. Have a wonderful day. So the suggested approach is the star card. There you go, Becca. Keep track for me. How many? The star card, blessings, healing, wishes coming true. I've seen a lot of the star card, a lot. Sun, moon, and star, even today, I've seen. So this is all about going through the process of healing, right? We talked about that, being in the process of arrival. You know, are you feeling it too, Rebecca? Yeah, it's tough. It's tough. I think everybody's going through it in their own way right now, but it's important to push through, feel it. This too shall pass. And there's the moon again. This one kind of doesn't count, but it does, Becca, in a way, because we're using double decks. But in the major, like in the actual tarot cards, right? We've had a lot of major arcana. The moon again, right? The sun and the moon. It's like purge, surrender, let go. The universe is saying, I said what I said. And let's take a look at what we need to know. And that is the 10 of Wands. Mentally, physically, spiritually, and emotionally exhausted. There's that tiredness, needing to put down the burdens. That's amazing, Jen. I'm glad to hear that. It goes in spurts, you know what I mean? So you're doing the best you can, see where it takes you, and it's all part of the process. So, makes sense for you, Renata? So the 10 of Wands and the Devil card again. So the universe is really saying, I said what I said. Those burdens, those things, they hold you back, right? You have to break the chains. You've got to make sure that you are not letting the past hold you back, or boundary issues continue to be an issue, right? And the hope and or fear right now is the High Priestess. Okay, Becca, how many are we at now? The High Priestess, signs and synchronicities. How many of you are seeing different signs? I posted a video today about seeing hawks or birds, right? Those are messengers. Or, you know, people might be hearing specific music, or, you know, seeing specific numbers. But remember that the High Priestess divulges information as you go, right? So as you learn or as you ascend, you'll get more information. And let's see what else we need to know. Right. Okay. And there's the third person card. And I was about to say this earlier, that, you know, third party situations don't necessarily have to be romantic. They can be friends, they can be family, they can be colleagues, you know, it can be work, finances, any kind of differences, right? And so I think the fear here is having interference or having people poke into our business when we don't want it, right? We don't want people telling us what to do, right? Or getting involved in the things that we're doing on the day-to-day. So that can be like family telling you what to do, you know, like your parents, your siblings, anything. You don't want anything interfering into your day-to-day, you know? So let's take a look at the probable outcome. What's the probable outcome right now? 3 of Wands. So Becca, did we have 6 major arcana? Is that the final total? Because out of this deck here. 3 of Wands says sitting on the sidelines, you know, saying I'll do it tomorrow, next week, next month, next year. So in other words, there's just this energy of it's never the right time. Like we can't just sit and say, I'll do it later. It's something we have to do soon, right? Now, we're not changing the world overnight. This doesn't mean like huge steps, huge moves. Nothing should be feeling like there's a ton of pressure, but a little bit, like step by step, day by day, one foot in front of the other, at least something, right? Thank you, Raven. You're very, very kind. Thank you, Tamara. I appreciate it. Yeah, I pretty much have to go because I've got to get ready for something. We're on the last card. So we have here the man. Interesting. The man could be you or someone you're dealing with. Hi, Steph. But it also has this energy of making a move, masculine energy, right? So yeah, that card describes you over the last year. And Tana, so many people go through that, you know, where it's like, I'll do it. I will. I want to. You know, there's always good intentions about doing it. The issue is we worry what everyone says once we do it, whatever it is, right? What are my friends going to think? What are my family going to think? What are my kids going to think? What is the world going to think? But ultimately, it has to be about what's best for us, not always about everyone else, right? Hi, Debbie. How are you? I will. I'm hoping that the kitties will be okay. I appreciate it. I got to run because I got to get ready for this meeting that I have. But I hopefully will be on tomorrow. I think I will be, but I don't know yet. It all depends on how Jimmy's doing as well. If I have to take him to, thank you. If I have to take him to the vet or not, fingers crossed that I don't. I wish, just it's the burden, I'm telling you, the pressure of going to the vet these days is like crazy. Thank you, Jose. I appreciate it. Thank you, Light. Thanks, Becca. Thanks, Dana. Thanks, Stacy. All right, everybody, I gotta run and I'll talk to you all soon. Okay. All right, IG, have a wonderful rest of your day. I really appreciate it. I know, Debbie, I know. Fingers crossed. He's gonna be okay. He's gonna be okay. Thank you so much, Becca. Thanks, Raven. I appreciate it. Okay, I'll talk to you all soon. Okay, bye. Okay, YouTube, thank you so much for your time. Hopefully this resonates, and I wish you a wonderful rest of your day. Okay, bye. Oh, there we go.